Okay, so about a month ago, I did a hair tutorial. It is now the most viewed video on my channel at the time of me filming this, which is crazy because I didn't think really anyone was going to watch it. But reading the comments of that video really enlightened me to the fact that I know absolutely nothing about curly hair. So I decided to take some of the things that people were saying in the comments of that video and implement them into my routine. And that's where this hair tutorial comes in. So as you can see, I still use a do-rag, but I would personally recommend that you use a bonnet if you can get one. The only reason why I still use a do-rag is because I am too cheap to buy a bonnet. Yes, I know it is only a few dollars, but I'm broke. So just like with the other tutorial, start off by rinsing your hair. You want to make sure your hair is as wet as possible. And I do still take cold showers, and I would recommend that everyone do that, even just in general, not even just for washing your hair. So now, as you can see, I'm going to apply my shampoo, and I did change up my products. The reason why is because I have eczema, and I noticed that the Cantu products were kind of making my eczema flare up a little bit, and switching over has definitely helped a little bit, switching to fragrance-free products. But I would recommend using Cantu if you don't have that problem. Now, as you can see, I am applying it all over, and I made sure to apply it to my scalp this time as well. That's something that somebody in the comments told me, and I never really thought about that. I probably had like a year's worth of product buildup on my scalp, and I didn't even know. So whoever it was that told me about that, shout out to you. Now, as you can see, I rinsed that off. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply the conditioner. You can see I'm struggling to get it out of the bottle, but I like to use a generous amount of conditioner. A lot more conditioner than I use shampoo. And the reason why I like to use a lot of conditioner is because it makes it a lot easier to detangle your hair. Okay, a lot easier. I use a generous amount of conditioner, and even though you'll go through your product quicker, it's definitely worth it, because you won't feel like you're ripping your hair out. And you can see I just applied it all over my hair. I don't really have a specific method. Now, if you watched my last tutorial, you know what I'm doing here. I am, turning my music on so that I'll know how long to leave the conditioner in my hair. Brownie points for whoever can figure out what song I'm singing right here. Now, as you can see, I'm detangling my hair from the ends going up. Okay, this is a big thing that I saw in the comments. People were firing me up because I was detangling from the root out. You are not supposed to do that. As you can see, I'm detangling piece by piece, starting from the ends. I noticed that it is much easier to detangle my hair when I do it this way. Much easier. So shout out to all the people that told me about that, because I've been asleep. Okay, I was asleep, but as you can see, it takes a little bit longer, but it's definitely worth it. It takes longer, but it's easier to detangle, and you pull out less healthy hair. I noticed that when I would detangle my hair before, I would be pulling out like a lot of extra hair. And you can see whenever I hit like a knot or a snag or whatever, I'll detangle it with my hands. I'll just manually undo whatever knot is there. And you would think it takes longer that way. It really doesn't, because it just makes it go through smoother. And you can see once the comb starts to go through my hair smoothly without any real snags or anything like that, that's when I know that it is pretty much good to go. And also when I stop seeing dead hair on the comb. And you can see I'm doing it to the other side now. I do it side by side. Start off with one side and then detangle the other side. That makes it a lot easier than trying to detangle all of your hair at once like I was doing in the first tutorial. Please do not do that. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and rinse my hair off, and always, lean back when you do it so that it doesn't run into your eyes. And now, this is after my shower. I'm going to apply my leave-in conditioner, the same leave-in conditioner, and I like to do this when my hair is completely wet. I don't shake it, I don't do anything, don't dry it off. Just apply it when it's still soaking wet. And I apply it the same way that I apply my shampoo, just front to back. Just make sure you get it all over your hair, and especially on your ends, because you want to make sure that your hair is protected and moisturized. I tried going without leave-in conditioner for like a month, and it didn't work out at all. So I'm still using that same leave-in conditioner, and this is what it looks like after I apply the leave-in. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and shake my hair out, and this is what it looks like when I shake it. Now I'm going to use some Cantu curling cream. Okay, I'm gonna have the link to all of these products in the description of this video, but I use Cantu curling cream after I use my leave-in. I don't use much Cantu curling cream because a little goes a long way. I use maybe half a dime size amount, and that might be too much. So you know, you don't need that much of that. As far as the leave-in goes, you probably shouldn't use as much of that as you use with the conditioner. You know, just use however much it takes to cover all of your hair. But with the curling cream, you can see that I'm mostly applying it to the outer parts of my hair. I'm not going from the roots or whatever. Just really pat your hair down. And after that, I shake my hair again. And I know I specifically said not to dry your hair with a towel. I'm not really drying it. I'm more just like using the towel to shape my hair up, because I like my hair to sit a little bit higher on my head. I know that probably doesn't make any type of sense at all, but it makes sense in my head. So, you know, I like to just kind of pat the ends of my hair with the towel, and it also helps my hair to keep from dripping, which gets annoying. If you have curly hair, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Okay, so obviously, as you can see, my routine is still not perfect by any means. And honestly, no matter how good my routine is, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to basically, you know, kill me in the comments section telling me that my routine is terrible. And to be honest, I don't really care. It works for me, you know, and what works for me might not work for you. But, you know, this is how I get my hair to look the way that my hair looks. Now, another frequently asked question that I saw on my first hair tutorial was, how often do I do this routine? I do this routine every Thursday and every Sunday, so twice a week. Okay, twice a week, that's it. Actually, I don't even do this routine twice a week. I don't shampoo my hair except like after I get a haircut. I get a haircut once a month. So I shampoo my hair once a month. Other than that, I condition my hair twice a week. I use the leave-in, the curling cream twice a week. That's it. Those are the only products that I use. And as far as my non-wash days go, where I'm not doing this routine, I literally get in the shower and let my hair get wet and then shake my head as hard as I can and then shape it up with a towel. That's it. That's all I do. Now, one more thing that I want to mention is that I noticed a lot of people in the comments of not only my video, but a lot of curly hair videos, they kind of get down on themselves about the texture of their hair. You know, if they have nappy hair or if they have straight hair and they want hair like mine, or they just want curly hair. You have to learn to love your hair. Yeah, you can go out and like get a perm or do whatever to get curly hair, but learn to love your hair, because that's part of what makes you unique. You know, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't go and change your hair, change your body or whatever, but appreciate your hair. Don't let anyone tell you that just because your hair is nappy or straight that you don't have good hair. Good hair is healthy hair. That's all it means. Like I said, my routine is mostly aimed at people who already have curly hair to some extent. You know, and if you don't fall into that category, that's okay. You know, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not having curly hair.